Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Belushi 9247 Panda. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing a Pagani Design PD 1638 skeleton watch, and Grove was wearing my Pagani Design PG 5140. I asked Grogu if Mando was looking forward to leftover turkey. He said Mando usually looks back to right over Pakistan. Alright, let's take a look at the watch. It did not come in a box if you saw my unboxing video. And it just came in a little plastic Ziploc bag. But here it is. It's a pretty nice looking watch. This is a $10 chronograph from AliExpress. Actually, that is a bit misleading, as the store I bought it from was playing the shipping game. They charge $5 shipping, which doesn't seem like a lot, but since most things ship free on AliExpress, it turned a $10 watch into a $15 watch. Despite the pricing games, this still seems like a pretty darn good watch for the money. If someone was to hand this to me and ask me how much I think they paid for it, I would have guessed about $30. It is a very nice looking watch for the money. Yes, it resembles a silver Snoopy, but they also have a black one. I'm a sucker for blue, so I got the blue one. The watch is 41.8 millimeters wide, 47.8 millimeters lug to lug, 11.8 millimeters thick, has a 20 millimeter lug width, and weighs 64 grams on the supplied leather strap. The bezel has a tachymeter. The tachymeter is pretty useless because the chronograph second hand is on the subdial and not the main hand. Plus, there's no 10th of a second or 20th of a second or anything like that, so you're only counting seconds. Then the dial is very nice looking. It's white, and it's got the Belushi name. It says Design 2022. I don't know if they needed to say that. Belushi would have been fine. And then it says China Panda on one of the subdials. Then that's about it for the writing. There's no mention of the movements, Swiss made, Chinese made, Japan made, nothing like that. Of course, it's Chinese made. And no mention of water resistance, and all you get is the basic 30. But look at that, though. The second hand's hitting the marks. So that's always nice with a $10 watch. Then if you look at the hands, you got thin stick hands for the minute and the hour. And then you got an arrow tip second hand. The hands are loomed, the subdial hands are not. Then we have a date at the 4:30, and it looks like there's a border on the date and no cyclops. Then we have the subdials. The right subdial is the useless 24-hour indicator. I don't know why they bother with that on these chronographs. And then the bottom, once again, is the chronograph second hand. And the left is the chronograph minute counter. To operate the chronograph, you just push the top pusher, and there it goes. It starts the ticking. And of course, to stop it, just press it again and press this bottom one to reset it. One thing disappointing though, there's no clicks. When you press the pusher, you just kind of press it and it works, but there's no satisfying click feel. Then the crown is a push-pull. No need for a screw down when you only have 30 meters water resistance. The crown action is kind of loose, but I've seen worse. When you go to set it, you just have to be careful, and sometimes you can get a good set, sometimes you don't. See, that one was good. There was no minute hand jump. You just have to be really careful when you do it, because it is fairly loose. Then the crystal is just your basic mineral glass. It's flat, sticks up above, a little bit above the bezel. Then the case is a chrome-plated alloy. You're not going to get solid stainless steel for a $10 watch. And then the case back is also a press-on, not a screw-down. It says stainless steel back, which is a good tell that the case is not. So once again, only the water resistance of 30 meters. Then 9247 is the model number. I think the black one has a different number, so you can tell the colorways apart. Underneath the case back is a chronograph movement. I don't know the model number. I'm sure it's Chinese made, because if it was Japanese made, they'd advertise that. And once again, I showed you how it works. And once again, at least the second hand's hitting the marks, which is always nice. Then the strap is genuine leather. Unfortunately, we don't have quick release or drilled lugs, so you always risk scratching up your watch when you go to take it off with a tool. But this is a pretty nice strap, and it fits the watch perfectly. Well, it fits the design of the watch perfectly, so I would keep it on here anyway. One thing I would do, though, I'd probably get a deployment clasp, because I'm just a big fan of those leather straps. And of course, yeah, you didn't get one on a $10 watch. That's kind of forgivable. Then you got two keepers, one fixed, one floating. And then the buckle is sturdy, so it's not a bad buckle. I mean, it's not signed or anything, but that's fine. Here's the watch at my 7.5-inch wrist. I think it looks nice. And as you can see, I got 3 notches left, so you should be able to wear this. I'm wearing it kind of loose. If you like to wear it tight, you could probably wear this for an 8.5. Otherwise, you'll need a new strap. But I like it. Nobody expects great lume from a $10 watch, but let's test it anyway for grins and giggles. As we speed up the time, the index lume fades instantly. The hand lume is much better, but that isn't saying much. Overall, this lume is below so-so. What do I like about this watch? Well, I like that it has a genuine leather strap. I like the looks of the watch. It looks nice. I like this panda dial. And I like the fact that the second hand actually hits the marks. What are my gripes and groans? The sub-dial is a chronograph hand. But then again, that's just the reality of a chronograph in this price range. The pushers don't click. And the index lume is a joke. I mean, yeah, the hand lume isn't great, but the index lume is just, why even bother? Do I recommend this watch? Yes, this is a $10 watch. That seems like a $20 to $30 watch, and I really think it's pretty good for the money. It looks great, and it has a leather strap. And once again, the second hand hits the marks if you have that second hand OCD. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Belushi 9247 Panda, and I will be back with another review. More than likely, I need to get that crappy Oakston out of the way. Not looking forward to that one. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.